Oh, is this a bit of that?
Could be a
bit of the old barrel special.
Yeah, could be the case here.
Kind of into it. Does mean you can avoid the crash down by just twisted advancing.
So I guess you can also still be Nautilus jungle.
True.
But I think it would just be the same as what you'd expect. As it is indeed the Ezreal. It makes sense. It's a champion that Teddy absolutely loves.
Yeah.
Just fight them.
And Zeker also a little bit slow on the rotation, so should be 3v2 for at least a little bit. As Grizzly going to find a Bramble Smash, but there is an ulti from Closer, finds a backflip onto Grizzly as well as the perfect execution comes down. Twisted advance comes on in as Closer is going to get thrown away, and Zeker has decided he doesn't want the fight. Just standing behind his enemy's turret. Made the Crocodile a little bit angry as now he's looking for a back, but Willer is here and the Akali is lying in wait as well. Backflip comes forward as now Kingin. Let's see what he's going to be able to do to get out of this one. There's the all-out, but there's the flash over. Perfect execution going to come forward, and Closer's going to use it to close the gap onto Kingin. 5-point strike, not exactly going to land, though, and Zeker, he's going to eating through his potions as best he can, as Willer's going to move up to Grizzly, and splashes and gets the smite. That's about as easy as it gets, as the Nature's Grasp coming down as well, and Willer's also going to die. Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing, but that doesn't seem to matter as Closer dives in. It's now his turn to try and fight this one out. It's a beautiful twisted advance, though, from Grizzly, who survives for a very long time. Eventually, he will go down to the Akali as Clear gets in amongst it as well. Stronger Zek with the Mythic passive being activated. As Kingin is looking to try and fight this one.
Willer's
finds
here.
himself a Q as Willer is going to turn up. The Cassante can do some Cassante things, but let's see whether it's actually going to be possible. As he's so tanky, yeah. There's the kickback. Didn't have the W, and now he's going to go all out, but the Q is still going to be there. And Clear is going to be the one that locks it down. You can't reactivate it, right?
I mean, I know it's the map. I know it was.
It used to work.
I know it used to. I think they took that away, unfortunately.
Okay, Grizzly getting taken down extraordinarily low. He kicks them back as Willer has to invest so far, but he's still going to be able to safeguard away. Still, life is going to burn down the Rel. Renekton really has kind of been just the champion of the day. His Emperor's Divide is going to be used onto Closer. He goes into his Twilight Shroud, though, so he should be A-okay. He's taking a lot of damage underneath this turret, but the Drake...
turrets were looking 2-2, but it's mostly just the CS as... In we go.
Yeah, Zeker's crown is now broken. Kyle's going to move on in, and he flashes, but he is super dead. There is the Q, and Closer's the one that locks it down. So Live Sandbox finding themselves even more of a snowball. And Zeker is still like the damage potential kind of massive. Yeah, it's still pretty large. Okay, Nature's Grasp to come through here as Kyle taking a fair bit of damage, but it's a big cooldown that they have now used. Now both used up. Another teleport to come forward here as Closer going to get towards...
They don't know.
Yeah, the flank angle. Very nicely done, but Closer is now going to move in. True Shot Barrage does a fair bit of work here as Closer... Ooh, I thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to press it as the hook is going to come in. It connects from Life, but he goes into the Shroud, and now he launches into the backline. Life is going to flash away, though, and it's a kill for Viper. Oh, Closer, that must feel terrible.
With that much EC, with no other follow-up, you can't go for that. And now, this is ambitious.
Yeah, Magnet Storm comes in. Kyle is probably going to die. Yep, Zeker should be able to lock that one down. It's Clear. He dives in. It's the Emperor's Divide, though. He gets it backline, and Viper is going to be torn apart. Zeker is now tagged by the True Shot Barrage. And you mentioned they're going to run out of damage, and they absolutely do. Clear is going to be able to eat the Nautilus, and it is vengeance for Closer as he has just respawned. Humble Life now having to run away as what? Things like that shouldn't be able to happen, but they do. Let's check it out one more time.
Madness! This is Humble Life versus Live Sandbox as... this, I don't know about this one, Closer. This is just not... We're not going to talk about that one.
That looked like panic to me.
Never take that, ever. But this was genuinely well done by Sandbox on the follow-up. Kyle goes in, forces the Summoner, and then Clear shows up here, and even with Viper doing a really good job attempting to try and get away, flash over the pit, with the damage there. It's also a kill for Teddy there, eventually on Zeka with his ultimate. Teddy's damage also crucial in actually taking down Viper. And then this is where the shenanigans kind of start happening, because you're like, this fight is over. And then they get on top of the Renekton, and it looks like they almost lose. and then it's just straight up an ultimate.
That's very weird. Yeah, no, the look on these fans' faces. Yeah, I agree. It's like the gold, like 3 of the big items here for the Xayah means that Viper is going to be a big-time damage threat in this fight. As Kingen diving forward towards Clear here, who, yeah, he does have his Gargoyle Stone Plate. They're continuing to fight this one out as slowly but surely Viper is on his way down. Here's the all-out as Kingen looking for the opportunity. Dominus comes in and the Gale Force forward. Kingen just trying to keep him busy as here on the bottom side they are going to get a kill, but the Baron has now been started. Zeka from over the wall, it's just being very annoying for them to deal with as Grizzly. He's got a Mega Cone. He's got the availability to get over here as he gets into the pit. He's so tanky. He's not going to be able to take the Baron, but can they win the fight? The answer is so far absolutely not. As Zeka is going to find no value with the ultimate, but the Sand Soldiers still tear the Akali apart. Yeah, it's a really long-range siege minion. You're exactly right. As, all right, all out going to come through as if at first you succeed, try again. As Viper almost gets taken out by Clear. I really like the killer instinct from this Renekton. He's still dead, but it looks kind of cool. But Closer is going to be able to take down Life as well. 4v4 now on the fight. As Grizzly, he pressed the Nature's...
not have his teleport available.
I mean, it is Soul Point. As Kyle going to be spotted on a control ward. He's going to find a Magnustorm angle. That was actually amazing as the Featherstorm comes in. Viper gets the turnaround, though, as Closer is taken out. And it's the G-Riz moment once again. He steals Soul Point. Now Teddy's flashed on.
And then Kyle turns it around into a great engage, but they don't have Clear. And that lack of frontline actually ends up being huge.
Yeah, Hooken's going to connect onto Clear, as you mentioned him, and now he's going to be taken down. The Cassante tanking the turret, but it is Life dying yet again. Nature's Grasp flying down as now Willa going to avoid the third Q, but is still going to head towards the Death Chamber as now Kyle, nothing much he can do as the flash forward from the Akali, but he's straight into a wall of Sand Soldiers. He looks for the backline, but Viper, he avoids it. True Shot Barrage also not going to be enough as Teddy desperately trying to kill the damage. It's not going to work. A happy B from Viper and a 2-0 for Hanwha Life Esports. We're going to have a listen to Hanwha Life Esports as they have the final push towards the Nexus. It did get a little bit dicey towards the end, but honestly, this was a bit of a victory lap here for the team. And I tell you what, Chronicler, I think that Hanwha Life Esports are looking better and better.
Yeah, I do agree. Let's not forget that this was the team that, out of, not nowhere, but definitely unexpected, was able to take down D+ in the playoffs. And that was a Hanwha that looked similar to this, but worse.
Yeah.
Right? And the match against KT is another sign that this roster, it feels like it's slowly, steadily coming together, getting better and better.